Welcome here, traders. Good morning. Welcome to today's trade ideas and signal. So, without wasting time, we'll review where we've been coming from previous videos, and at the same time, try to see what we can capitalize on where we are currently in the markets. Okay. So, we've talked about this particular leg going up, and we talked about it being our. Let me check the other. Hmm. We talked about it being our dealing range, this particular level to be our dealing range. And here being our strong low, which we are expecting market to protect, and here being our strong high, weak high, which we are expecting some kind of read from in the market. So without doing too much or trying to overanalyze the markets, what we're going to particularly do is very simple with where we are currently in the market. So we have this strong low that we are anticipating. We've been anticipating this level for it to get to what is it called? For a kind of reversal into all this level so that we can at least buy from here on daily. So anticipating all this level and looking at what it's doing currently, then we can see that our anticipation of proper mitigation of this particular leg before going on forward, to take the liquidity above this high still remain valid. But if we look on lower time frame, navigating through this down movement into this low, into our expectation is very, very, in fact, it was very, very rough because the kind of manipulation is creating within this something and throwing wicks here and there and we are trying to see what we can capitalize on moving from different, as you can see, different marks of point of interest here where we are anticipating to either sell from or buy from. But as we can see, there are a lot of manipulation within the legs. Here we have some clarity, some clear levels. I took a trade from this level, and I was anticipating that at least we're going to have some kind of what is it called within the market. So, but I was hoping that okay, maybe we've reversed into the highs on lower time frame. It's give us a very proper reaction, and as we can see here, stand out to be a very nice mitigation block, uh, a very nice other block on lower time frame, even though it's an internal structure on lower time frame. But I'm noticing something right now. It is very, very important in the market, and it's kind of like giving us, giving me an insight. I noticed that okay, once we have an internal structure, a very strong one like this particular level, let's assume is this leg that created this particular wick that we have here, then automatically we can know that's okay we have what is it called? Okay, so basically it's very simple with what we are looking at. Okay, this particular one, Adibin is this particular leg, it would have signal rejection, and this one would have signal an impulsive move into the eyes. But flipping it to the other side of things, we can see okay, that after this leg was done, it purged through. So which invalidates this internal structure. I'll try and notice that past videos and try to see what is actually going on with that. Okay. But we have to add the two other conferences anyway. So because remember what happened from within that, like then we started expecting some kind of movement from this level, and we see. But looking at higher time frame, we can clearly see how the market played out in a very clear structure. But navigating through on lower time frame was very, very rough one. It was a rough one, very, very rough one, very rough one. But nonetheless, we will continue to move and anticipate our level. So, dealing range, we've already established our dealing range on daily. And as we can see, this is the low of the range and this is the height of the range. Then we can be buying from this, the above 50% of the something because that would be, we are buying at premium. So we'll be anticipating to buy below, starting from what is it called? Starting from the 50% of the something. And I guess I have some position in here. So I have that in order block from below and the internal structure on a higher time frame, which is daily, and I have this imbalance, which is a fair value gap. I have a lot of them like that. So these are the three trades I'm anticipating, and I'm actually expecting that we are still selling into the low to kind of buy from the 50% of the something. And as you can see, I highlighted last week on weekly, and I was expecting some kind of reaction from the fair value gap that we have here. But as you can see, I wasn't expecting last week candle to close in between this fair value gap, but as you can see, we have a closure below, which is signaling something for us in the market. So if we are here to take these particular levels, we are this is a very big range that we are trying to buy from. And buying from this level, I'm not expecting this. I'm expecting this low to be protected, but we have this internal structure here, which I'm expecting some kind of massive reaction from into the high. So if at all, if the what is it called? If the reaction did not give us what we want, then we can be expecting some reaction from this low. So we are anticipating some reaction from the 50% of this level and into the highs. So but nonetheless, here we are in the market and we have a lot of things like this. So this is forest comes, I guess it aligns perfectly with what we are expecting. Okay, so now that's our expectation for this week. At least anticipating that we're going to tap into this low. But there is something that I noticed on okay. So within this level now, I'll try and take out or the something that we have within here. So let's take out the level. So we didn't have much again. So we just have a clear something with I took some tricks here and it has hit TP already. I didn't drop this something. I thought I dropped it in my past videos. So we have this level now. Okay. So if we have, let's try to navigate through this particular leg here. But from here, we can see a very clear structure, which is stronger for a major stronger for that matter. Okay, so Mm. Okay, so we have a very strong guy for that matter. Yeah, and if it is a very strong one that we are anticipating, so we have this strong guy, and here automatically can be our weak low. And as you can see, it has been closed. That will be our weak low there. And it was closed below, but we have all these structures within this leg. So the internal structure of this level was the one that kind of, give us the materialization of what we are anticipating here. But we have another level above here that personally I would like to take. We have this level that I believe today, Monday, we can, take the liquidity above all these levels and yeah, kind of anticipating. But we have another leg here, which was supposed to send price up, but it can be a very very strong one at that. So I'm still going to look for conflicts because there's something I saw, but this one is an internal structure directly. Is an internal structure on on 4 hour, and this one is a reclaim internal structure. I'm going to turn into reclaim other block because this level here happens to be the level and we can see some reaction from this internal structure here. But this reclaim internal structure on 4 hour, we try and look at it. So here automatically comes to a strong guy that will be anticipating market to kind of protect. And this level is going to be our weak close. This level is supposed to be the weak low, but as you can see, the kind of reaction we are having from these levels we can term this place as our week lows. So week low. We have this level here. There is nothing. I'm absolutely not trusting anything within it to look for buy or sell. So what I see there is something I saw on the weekly that I would like to kind of, that I would like to kind of trade from. If you see this internal structure that is supposed to send price up, this particular level here, this level, at least on weekly, we should have been anticipating some kind of movement from that level. So I believe personally, so let's just kind of do something like this. We term into our PDA legs and anticipating some kind of movement below from all these levels. So if we go on daily, we'll try and see what it is. And as we can see, it's a very reclaim order block on something. So personally, we can take it or try to look for what it is within the level and you know, try to sell from the level. But I'm going to be using something within this leg to be kind of, serve as something for me to kind of, serve from. So let's move this one back to try and see what we are anticipating. So here align as the structure that we are anticipating. But if we check well, we see that maybe this leg has already mitigated the something. But nonetheless, we have another structure, very little one, that can give us some kind of reaction from this level. So we study that on lower time frame. Yeah. So what it is, you see. So we can be anticipating, you see, there is another something within this level. But personally, I'm not going to be. There is an internal structure that is likely to send price down within this leg. Yeah. Regardless of the kind of something that is creating. So, but we have this particular one. So what I'll be doing is to be taking this low. If peradventure this internal structure within the Asian range did not send price low, then I can be expecting, but nonetheless, I'm believing that internal structure can send price lower. At least we can be anticipating some kind of okay, some kind of movement within the link. So, and there is another something here which can kind of send price into the eyes most of the time. We are just opening something, but there is another level, or we have a proper mitigation of all these legs moving forward. So we cannot completely trust whatever is happening within this leg. Because whatever makes us to have all this proper mitigation of this particular leg going forward, you can see there is nothing that we can clearly capitalize on from this leg that we have here. So there is proper mitigation of this level, proper mitigation of this level. So you can see proper mitigation of all these levels. You see, this internal structure was properly mitigated, or this one was properly mitigated. So whatever happens from this level, I believe it will penetrate the price that we have here. So it's better we stay clear of this particular level leg. I can't trust it to further send price into the eyes, except we are reacting from this particular internal structure that we have into the eyes. So I'm expecting some manipulation into this leg, then sending price, some reversal into this leg and send the price high in the market. You can see we are already within the leg. And 1 hour, on 1 hour, what are we expecting? So we have this fair value gap here, but this particular leg has done that. So personally, if I'm going to be taking anything, I might be taking these two legs within this something all together to kind of, sell from. So if we pick it from this leg into this eye, it's going to give us how many pips? That's almost 20 pips. So for us to just be on safer side of the something, 4 hour, what do we have? So 4 hour, at least I can be taking, we are within this leg here. And I'm expecting and anticipating some kind of movement from within this leg. I don't want to expose my account to any unnecessary something within the market. So we're anticipating some 60 pips return from the something, and let's see, it's kind of line perfectly within that level. So instead of splitting it, rather with so this internal structure that we spotted on higher time frame, I mean on lower time frame, is there, and I kind of believe that it can send price lower. But today being Monday, and I'm not actually expecting some kind of, I'm not ready for any kind of reaction, unnecessary reactions in the market. So today happens to be, like, I'm checking the calendar, please. So today is 14, days. So we don't have any high impact news today at all. I guess there's no high impact news. There is in fact we have a very, very, so it's only low impact news that we have today. But markets can surprise us and kind of so if at all we have this three leg what is it called? Three-leg order block within the market, and anything that happen from the leg as well into the eyes. Personally, I'm not just trusting it because there is no imbalance whatsoever within this leg. Yeah. So there is proper mitigation of all the legs going forward. So personally, there is nothing. I'm buying nothing from the level. I'm not going to buy anything. So I'll just let it do whatever I want to do because it can continue to come down, and anything can happen in the markets. But if we are to risk it, so that we be giving us some kind of movement into the eyes. But looking at 4 hour is going to be a very complete risk. And as you can see, this level also. So anything can happen from the leg. So, but anticipating this internal structure on weekly, we can be saying that anything can happen in the market. So if I thought we were going to do anything, so we can if we just want to, satisfy our assumption within the market, we can just easily risk the trade from that particular level. That's 19 pips, and times three will give us 57 pips in the market. So that will give us 1 to 3, and can be anticipated any reaction to come. Just continue to level up into that leg. And as you can see, we have a proper reaction. What is it called from this leg here? So if I thought we're going to be expecting anything, so this can be our double straight from within this level into that level. So we can just risk these two trades in the market, and whichever one anyone can materialize. So what are we expecting? This is 4 hour. We're anticipating that 4 hour is closing anytime soon. And it can continue to go up, and at the same time, we can continue to come. Whichever way, anything can happen. Anything can happen in the market. Anything can happen. So this will be is a risky trade. Anyway, these two are all risky trades. But one will hedge out another because of the level that we have here and the level that we have here. So you can hedge out one another. And this level, I'm trusting this sell more than this buy. So, but nonetheless, is market, anything can happen. So this is the entry. You can pause and view that, and can also pause and view this out. So that will be that for today. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day and profitable trade.